Okay. We are starting with writing fractions in simplest terms. So, I tried to do this. I had to stop the edit because I messed up because you'll see. Okay. We're going to do the 18 over 36. This is one of the answers. So, okay, so it'd be, here, let me get my pen out. Let's go with this one. Oh, not a very good one. This one? Okay, there we go. That's much better. This is gonna hurt your eyes. Okay, or not. Now it would. Sorry. Okay, so it'd be 18 over 36. So, what equals 18? I'm gonna give you a second to answer that and write it down if you need to. Okay, so what equals 18 would be 2 times 9. No, sorry. 6 times 3. Sorry about that. I miscalculated. I went off of 2 on accident instead of 3. So 3 times 6. So let's do this. Put equal sign there so it's easier. So it'd be 3 times 6. That's not 36. Hang on. 3 times 6. And then you draw the line. So that's the division sign. But you don't, I wouldn't say you actually divide it. So, and then 36, of course, would be, gonna give it a second. 6 times 6. But with 3, that is circled. So here, let me do it so it's not confusing. Okay, so that'd be 6. That would be 6 there. And you would do this because 3 times 3 is 6. No, sorry, 3 times 2 is 6. So you'd be 3, 2. Let me do this with my computer mouse. And then same thing, which is 3 times 2. And then you would do 18. So that'd be 18. And you do the same thing, which would be 3 times 6. And then 3 is a prime factor, so you'd circle that one because nothing else except for 1 times 3 would go into 3. So you go over to 6. 3 times 2 equals 6, so you do that. So 3 times 2. And now you can circle them. Sorry about the circles, they're not perfect. Like that. And so 18 will be on top, so it'd be not this. Don't look at that one. I messed up a little bit. Okay, so it'd be 2 times 3 times 3 over it. Okay, I cannot circle for anything right now. Jesus. Okay, so best circling I could do if you can't read that. That's a 3. That's a 2. That's a 3. That's a 2. So you'd put 2 times 2 times 3 times 3. And I put it this way because it's easier, because it goes from a lower number to a higher number, in which it's easier to mark off, so you know which one, how many to mark off. So I wouldn't go to use the first one, because since there's only 1 2 and there's 2 2's down here, you just cross this one out and cross this one out, and then do the same. There we go. I was clicking the wrong side. Do the same for that one, 3, that 3, and that 3, and then you go over to the last 3, cross that 3 out, and cross this 3 out. So when there's no numbers up there, I just put equal sign and then put 1, because since there's nothing there, that'd be basically 1, I'm guessing. And then you would do 2, because since 2 is the only number left, and that would be one of the answers. So, because since there's a lot of answers here, let me show you. Let me get into the lesson. That's my grade on it, by the way, if you were asking, if you're confused. Okay, so it looked like this. So we were doing 1836. Yes, we were doing 1836. So if you look at this, we got the answer of 1/2, or 1/2. So if we go back here, give you a second to look at this. Okay, it says simplify by prime factorization, so you have to do step by step, which would be okay, 2 times 3 times 3 over 2 times 2 times 3 times 3. This right here equals the first step, so that's number 1. This one right here, where you cross out all the prime factorizations, which would be these numbers back here, which is 3 2 3 2, and then the 3 3 2 from the 18. This one right here would be step number 2, and this last one right here, which is your answer, would be step number 3. And why it's like that is because first you write out, okay, 18, which would be the 3 times the 6, but you don't write the 6 because down here, so it'd be 3 2 2, which you would write that, which is how I wrote it, which would be 2 3 3, because lower to higher. And then for 36, it'd be 3 2 3 2 2 2 3 3. You would write that, because that's the first step, is to write all the stuff out, write all the prime factors out. So the 18 on the top would be 3 3 2 2, and then I just repeated myself. Sorry, this is the first video I've done voice over, i.e. And then 36 would be those numbers, and then that would be the first step, as I stated. And then the second step is where you mark all the prime factors out, which, yes, this 2 is a prime factor, but it's doubled. So if there's a 2 up here, you mark the 2 out down here. If there's a 2 down here, there's a 3 here, there's a 3 here, you mark those out from there on out if it's continued. So if there's nothing left on top, you would put a 1, and then whichever number's left on bottom, you would do that number. If there's only one number, you would do the only number left, which is this number right here, which is 2. But if there's 2 numbers left, like 3 and 6, you would multiply those 2 numbers. Sorry, my writing is not very good on mouse, literally. And so you would do 3 times 6, which is 18, I should have just looked over there. Which would be 18. And then 18 would be your bottom number, but we didn't because that's there. But the answer for this is 2 times 3 times 3, and over 2 times 2 times 3 times 3. That's the first step. And the second step there, which is 2, 3, 3. All those numbers on top are marked out except for this one right here. I circled that one. My circles do not look good. Anything on this board doesn't look good. And then you would mark out the 2, mark out the 3, mark out the 3, and then nothing on the top, put a 1. And then the 2 right here, that would be the last number. There's no other numbers, so you don't have to worry about multiplying. So you just carry that 2, put it over here, and that would be the third step. Because if you see, that got bright all of a sudden. So right here, C, this one right here, would be the first step, and then it would be A, and then it'd be B, and then it would be, my things are going crazy. Then it would be B. So I hope that helped. And just a summarization, this is all the stuff. This is first, second, third. And oh, that hurt your eyes. This is what we did. Prime factorization. Need to clarify again. Writing fractions in simplest terms. Skill 11. This is wait, what did I click? Oops. Well, that's all my grades so far. We're only at like a week or no, about a month and a couple days in school. Well, no, that's it. But yeah, that's my grades for math. And this is, I got these all right. I had to ask a teacher because I was getting the right answers and everything. I put B first, then D, then E. I kept doing that, and I felt silly. And she showed me how to do it. I forgot her name, but if I get her name, if I remember her name, I will let you guys know. So, I don't really know how to end the video, but peace.